How much real estate do you own today?
10,000 units, about $2 billion.
$2 billion
Yeah.
would be. How did you build that portfolio up that big?
One by one, man. It wasn't strategic. After a while, you kind of figure it out, but I started with just one.
So as a guy that's amassed billions of dollars in his career, what's the best financial advice you could give to the younger generation?
I would say your circle of friends is bigger than your paycheck.
So you got to surround yourself with the right people.
100%. That's the big thing.
But if you're starting out and you don't have credibility, how do you build those relationships with the right
So
people?
there's people out there that will help the young people. Trust me, that's how I got there.
How does somebody get your attention?
Well, they came up to me, and what I did the same thing. I went up to a mentor of mine, and I met him one day, and I said, he's got 6 kids. I go, how are your kids always around you all the time? And he was rich too, right? And he basically did a business plan on his family and his business.
Right. Did you come from money?
Oh, no, of course not.
So what was your turning point to financial freedom?
It started with mentors. It started with reading books and mentors.
So mentorship is not a scam.
100%. No, in fact, I've never paid for one my entire life. You can always find somebody, that person. You know who they are too. Right. When you walk into a room, you know who they are.
Yeah,
right?
They kind of have that aura.
You
about
walk
them.
up to them and say, hey, can I buy you a cup of coffee? And they almost always say yes, especially because most young people don't have the balls to do that. If somebody walked up to me, and I've done this already, actually. I was up in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and I was at a country club at a golf event, and the lead singer of the band was literally singing. He said, I read your book. Would you meet me for a cup of coffee? And I met with him, and now we're fast friends. I met his parents, and he's bought a whole bunch of real estate.
So after this interview, you're going to let me buy you a cup of coffee.
Absolutely.
I've interviewed over 30 billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that the richest people in the world, they play a different game.
They
I
do.
want to ask you about taxes. What's your best tax hack for anybody in business when it comes to buying?
Oh, man. I got one right now,
Give it to
actually.
me.
No, I don't want to give it up to you
me
guys.
one.
All right, I started a new company. It's a media company for billboards. So billboards qualify for what's called a land improvement. So they're not actually real estate. So they qualify for 100% bonus depreciation in the year that you buy them. So we're in the process right now of closing a huge deal where we already are buying them right now. I'm buying a half a dozen between Mesquite, Nevada and Las Vegas, but then I'm buying 28 more next year already in contract.
This is Gabe right here.
Yeah,
You know that,
and
right?
you basically get 100% write-off, and you get massive cash flow, and they're long-term holds. These are 25, 30, 40-year leases.
So what is that one trait that you see in the most successful entrepreneurs in today's world?
The C students run the world, the B students work for them, and the A students are the doctors, the lawyers, and the CPAs, and that's basically how the world is.
I'm going to assume you were a C student.
I was a C student.
You
Yeah,
were.
I was. So I always had to fight harder, right?
So when it comes to leveraging other people's money to buy real estate,
Yeah.
what do you mean by that?
Sure, it's really simple. I had to learn the system, and I didn't know the system at first. So here's the secret that nobody knows. When everybody gets their paychecks, they put that money into the bank. So all of a sudden, the bank has a problem. It's an expense for them. They have to pay you interest on that money. So they have a problem. They have to lend it back out. So it's the same thing with insurance, pensions, retirement. Wall Street just takes all the money from Main Street and then they lend it back out to guys like me. So that's